You may people, today I'm going to take you through structure and function of mammalian skin. Mammalian skin is one of the excretory organ in mammal, that is in human beings specifically. It's the largest excretory organ, followed by the liver, then finally the kidney, since there are three. So today we are going to talk about the structure and function of it as the largest excretory organ in human being. We are going to start by the function of the skin. Number one function of the skin is temperature regulation. Regulation of temperature. Number two, we have protection of underlying tissue. It protects underlying tissue. E.g. the dermis and those underlying tissues like blood vessels, etc. Then number three, it stores fats. Skin stores fats. Then number four, we have it's used for it's helped in excretion, as is the main function of the skin is excretion. Then you have reception to stimuli. We have the skin contains some air that responds to the stimuli. When there is cold, there is the way the skin hair behaves. They rises. When there is hot, in a hot temperature, they lie. Then we have excretion of salts, urea, etc. Then we have synthesis of vitamin A. So those are the function of the skin. The very main function of the skin. So after that, we're going to know the structure and function parts of the skin. First of all, skin is divided into two layers, two main layers. Number one, two layers of the skin. Number one, we have what we call the epidermis, the outermost epidermis. This is the outermost layer, followed by dermis. This is the second layer beneath the epidermis. I'm going to say something about the epidermis at the outermost layer as you see it. So the dermis on itself is divided into three parts. That is, dermis is divided into three parts. That is conified layer. We have conified layer. We have granular, being number two, granular layer. Then we have malpighian layer. The last one is malpighian layer. So these are the layers of epidermis: conified layer, granular layer, and malpighian layer, representatively or respectively. So it starts from conified, the outermost, the beneath the conified is granular, then the last one is malpighian, as they are arranged. So conified is the outermost, and this outermost is composed of the dead cells. So the dead cells is found in the conified layer. These cells the conified layer helps in protection of the underlying tissues, even in granular layer and malpighian layer. That is one part of the. We have one part is epidermis. Second part is conified layer. Then third part we have granular layer. Now the granular layer is consisting of live cells. These live cells, when they die, then they are promoted to be in conified layer, because conified layer only consists of dead cells. So this one consists of lively cells in the skin, that when the one or two or more dies in granular layer, then they form the conified layer. The conified layer, now I never talked about something in conified layer or epidermis as one. The thickness of the skin is not the same. It depends on where the frictions occur. The higher the friction place, the thicker the skin. For example, in the hinge joints, we have the knees where the thick layer occur. We have the hinge joint, elbow. Then we have the thinner the lower the friction of a place, then the thinner the skin. For example, in the lips, there's very thin skin, so the thickness is not the same. When we talk about granular layer, we said that they consist of lively cells. When die, they are promoted to granular, or they form the conified also. So the dead granular layer forms the conified layer. Then we have malpighian layer. Malpighian layer also consisting of the lively cells, and in this layer is where this part of epidermis is where we find the melanin. The melanin gives the skin its color. The melanin is what gives skin its color. So those are three. So under the epidermis becoming number 1. The parts of epidermis making it come number 2. That is conified layer. Conified layer, in case you're asked about the parts. Layer. Then we have number 3 to be granular now. Granular layer. Then we have number 4, we talked about Malpighian layer. Malpighian layer. Then number 5 now we go to dermis. Dermis, we said that the skin is divided into 2 layers, main layer. First of all, we said about epidermis layer, then dermis. Now the dermis is found inside beneath the epidermis. After all these layers of epidermis, we find the dermis. The dermis consists of blood vessels, consisting of blood vessels. We have the sweat glands and even hair follicles. Hair is consisting of these 3. We have it consists of blood vessel, sweat glands, and even hair follicles. Follicles in the dermis. After this, say that the dermis is found beneath the epidermis layer, being the second main layer. Now, the dermis also consists of lively cells or live cells. The dermis is thicker. The structure of the dermis is thicker than the epidermis. Inside the dermis, where we find the blood vessel, is where we find the sweat glands, is where we find the hair follicles. So, your number 6 should be blood vessel. As you know that blood vessels is used for transportation of oxygen and even the substances or nutrients in and out of the body. So, number 7, after blood vessel, which is just responsible for transportation of nutrients and even substances in and out of the body, then or the skin of the body. Then we talk about number 7. Now we talked about sweat gland. Sweat gland is where the secretion or formation of sweat is formed, which is then excreted through the skin. Then we have number 8. We talked about hair. We talked about hair follicle. Hair follicle. This hair follicle is responsible for sensitivity to the stimuli. Like hair causes the sensitivity of responsible for sensitivity to the stimuli. These hairs are seen outside the skin. And then their work is to respond for the stimuli. It's according to the environment, how it is, the temperature, is it hot, is it cold? It's easily known by the hair follicle. They are sensitive for response to stimuli. Then number 9 we have what we call sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland, this is where the secretion of sebum occurs. Then we have the secretion of sebum. That is sebaceous gland. I said about the sebaceous gland. Secretion of where the secretion of sebum occurs, and this secretion of sebum helping keeping the hair. Then we have the number 9, subcutaneous fat or subcutaneous gland. It's found beneath the dermis now. It's found beneath the dermis. So it stores fat. So we have number 10. Lastly, we call subcutaneous gland. We said that subcutaneous gland, is found beneath the dermis, and it stores the fats. So these are the parts, the 10 parts of the skin. So the structure and the function of the skin, mammalian skin, and that one will make us or reach the end of our discussion of today. Kindly subscribe, watch till the end, and comment down section below whatever you need to be elaborated.